Bhutan seems to feel that it's extremely important to address that basic human need, which is to be happy.
We consider every living thing as a feeling.
They place the happiness of the citizens of Bhutan at such a high pinnacle that they build a policy and an administrative structure to address it.
So there is a strong political will for the conservation.
Adopting sound policies that ensures harmonious coexistence between nature and humans.
The tiger is revered as a symbol of strength and bravery.
The way tiger numbers are increasing here, testimony to this being a good place for tigers.
Because these tigers are not that many in the wild, I think every tiger is really, really important, not only for the country but for the world in general.
Bhutan has been in the front line saying that we are ready to save our tigers.
We already have 400 camera traps for the tigers.
So you believe that there are around 8 species of cats just in this area?
Can't go up to a tiger in the forest and say, yeah, your loan's up now, you've got to pay. How do you do that?
The symbology of Guru Rinpoche riding into Bhutan on the back of the tiger has a particularly special meaning here.
The word taksang means it's the tiger's den or the tiger's nest.
What they believe is, they believe that the local deities, manifest in the form of tigers.
People revere tiger as equivalent to Guru Rinpoche. The last thing they would think is to harm a tiger.
When you destroy something that God made, man can never play God and recreate what God put there in the first place.
Still get the props.
Oh my.
One only gets a sense of how much you appreciate a tiger when you hear that, oh, one is already gone. That sense of loss is really, really big.
Anti-smuggling work, which is prevention of illegal wildlife trade trainings, are post-mortem. Why we should not try to address the guard in the field who can prevent that mortality in the first place.
Detection of a crime can be any time.
This is about training them about various kind of wildlife crime which is happening in the region and how can they prevent these kind of trade happening in Bhutan.
The skills that are imparted through the training that is now going on,
Group number 1.
learning how to be smarter than the poachers, I think is essential.
20-25 years they have served.
So maybe this is the first time they are actually discussing law, so it's going to be interesting.
They are attending such kind of training for the very first time.
We have learned how to detect and how to question them. 1 or 2 cannot patrol along the border area. It is quite risky. So we will join to the team and go along with them.
Conservation of environment has been given a huge place in the Bhutanese society. 51% of the country is under a protected area system, biological corridors.
You can't stop conservation in the name of developmental activities, and then you can't stop developmental activities in the name of conservation. We have to find a middle path. We have to make a compromise between these two.